You're not prepared for the stunning revelation. We were all mistaken, as the past 24 hours have shown. This cycle is entirely different. The Shiba Inu development team sent out an urgent message in response to the largest Shiba Inu whales raising the alarm, but it turned out to be a hoax and a trap that everyone fell for. The long-awaited days have finally arrived. Never before has the cryptocurrency market been so chaotic. What is really going on then? I can't even begin to describe how I feel about this enormous revelation that will open your eyes. What is it all about? Let me clarify. That is wonderful. I love it. The new podcast features interesting guests whose discrepancies I never knew. We are often surprised by the Shiba Inu price chart. The first thing that excited everyone was a large price pump after there was a noteworthy crash that caught many people off guard. The price has now been fluctuating sideways for the past day without exhibiting any discernible pattern. We've witnessed nearly every type of price movement in the last 3 days, including ups, downs, and now a halt. You can sense the strong emotions circulating around the Shiba Inu community, and it's interesting to see. Everybody is discussing it, responding to every stroke, and anticipating the next major move. At this point, Lucy, a Shiba Inu team member, took over to provide an explanation of the market's current state. "Charts don't just go straight up unless you're living in a dream," she wrote in a tweet. "Like they're taunting us with near misses, they're all about that up, down beat. It's all part of the fun, isn't it?" An assistant graphic officer lowered his device for a moment, like they intended to take crimes. The Shiba Inu team appears to be reminding everyone that these wildly fluctuating prices are common. By implying that this is all a part of the process, they are keeping the group calm. This serves to reassure holders that there is still a long-term goal in place, despite the setbacks. The most intriguing thing is that Shiba Inu recently had a huge 3,000% increase in whale activity. Shiba Inu whale activity has increased dramatically, according to data from Into the Block, with a steep increase in the number of major transactions on the network. 383 significant transactions occurred in the last 24 hours alone, which is the most in the previous week. During this period, whales transferred an incredible 8.27 trillion Shiba Inu tokens. 8.27 trillion tokens, to put that into perspective, is a huge portion of the total supply. You can't overlook a volume shift of that magnitude in a single day. Such large-scale whale movements typically portend significant future market shifts. It's a strong clue that something significant might be on the horizon. Whales are setting themselves for what they anticipate will happen next, as evidenced by the amount of these trades. Indeed, this indicates that a significant event is taking place behind the scenes once more. You may be asking yourself, though, why this is taking place. Let's review the days that have passed. October began with what some are referring to as a price crash, which changed the tone. Others are mockingly referring to it as Rectober. Naturally, doubts began to surface as a result. Many were anticipating a major rally because of the euphoria that surrounded October. However, that momentum abruptly waned when the opposite occurred and prices plummeted. It's common for people to have doubts when expectations aren't met by reality. Confidence is shaken when you anticipate a spike, but instead experience a crash. Some even begin to believe that the significant benefits may not materialize in the end. Reacting in that manner is merely human nature, particularly when the market is volatile like now. Just then, Lucy sent out another tweet that truly made me stop and ponder. "Market rule number 1 is that it will pump the moment you sell or the moment you don't expect it to," she wrote. October is the month of unexpected profits. It's not a 30-day event. I paused at this. In actuality, the price crash lasted only 1 day. Perhaps, just possibly, a significant event is still in the works. In the long run, a single price drop doesn't mean anything. It might only be a hiccup before the actual action begins. Lucy's tweet serves as a reminder that real gains frequently appear when you least expect them and that markets can be erratic. The same strategy from the previous year might be being used again. Shake out the weak hands, then repeat. Similar events occurred last year, significant price declines that sparked panic before the market recovered and began to pump. It's a widely recognized strategy in the industry. Weaker hands sell out in fear during the first shakeout. Bigger participants then enter the market when the price drops sufficiently, causing the price to spike higher. Whales are able to acquire more at a reduced cost because to this tactic. They can get tokens at a bargain by sowing doubt and dread. The true pump starts after the weak hands are removed. The purpose of this cycle is to profit from the typical trader's emotional responses. When you connect the dots, things start to make sense. One tweet, for instance, noted that the bottoms and peaks of the price of Bitcoin happen around the same time every month. The timing is part of a bigger plan, so it's not arbitrary. The abrupt price collapse earlier this month may have been caused by this. It appears to align with a foreseeable schedule that larger players adhere to in order to optimize their profits. The key query then is, when does October actually begin if all of this is accurate? Timothy Peterson, a Bitcoin analyst, predicts that the majority of October gains won't materialize until after the 19th. This is supported by historical evidence. Bitcoin has often done well in October since 2018, with median returns of over 133% and average gains of over 14%. Although this year's poor start is disheartening, past results indicate that patience might be rewarded. Shiba Inu closely mimics the movements of Bitcoin, responding swiftly to any changes. Shiba Inu is probably going to follow if Bitcoin continues to rise later this month. It now makes more sense why Shiba Inu whale behavior has recently increased. Following Lucy's most recent tweet, in which she underlined that Shiba Inus are a part of a bigger ecosystem with genuine worth, market confidence has grown even further. Thus, everything points to a major development when you put it all together, including the uncertainties surrounding October, whale movements, Bitcoin's periodic cycles, and Lucy's observations. What do you think? I'd love to know what you think by leaving a comment below. Remember to share this video with as many people as you can, like it, and leave a comment. Let's spread the word about this.